If we jump over to /NG, this is natural gas. Again, as Slim has noted here, we have shifted this left and decreased the lengths slightly here, because you can see this very large sell-off really is telling us a sign of bigger picture weakness on this big dominant cycle. And it says that this dominant is really pushing down here in /NG. Based on these shifts, we have a low due 12.5 to 123, and you can see already really looking at that old low. So this is not a very good picture. Rallies on the intermediate term are very likely to fail. Now let's go ahead and look at the daily chart at what is a very weak picture here in /NG. We have this big dominant cycle broken up into minor halves. Slim has shortened this slightly here. There is a daily low that is due to form, but there's no sign of it as of yet. We have this very bearish slim ribbon. Now, levels on the downside, this is drawn from this high right here to that low to that high, just to get some levels for us to look at, really. And we have a 61.8 at the 530 area, 78.6 at that 479 area, and obviously we have that old low right here at 523. So those are our levels really on the downside, but no signs of a bottom yet. As I just said, rallies on the weekly time frame are likely to fail. There is a short-term bottom due, but really no sign of it whatsoever. Now, for our members, we were looking at this period here as a possible base, but what I was emphasizing is that it's important to wait for that low to form and let it prove the low and start to turn up prior to really looking at a long side trade idea. So that's what we were doing. It never triggered for us, and that's why it's really important to not try to really find lows. Let the lows form, let it turn up, give you a clear level to actually trade versus, and then it's a more logical trade idea versus trying to find a low. So it's really very important, because this is really where you can get into a lot of trouble, is when you're seeing a low that is due, you try to buy lows, and all of a sudden it just keeps on making new lows. So very important to let the low form, let it turn up, let it form higher lows, and it's a lot of times lower risk to be late versus early. So that's really where this is right now in /NG, a very bearish picture right now. And until that low forms, we aren't going to be looking at any levels here yet on the upside. So let's first let this low form start to turn up, then we'll update you in terms of our upside targets in the short term.